Hello and welcome to another update video about HBARs. It's time for an update again on the HBAR chart. The scenarios haven't really shifted though from the last update, so let's remind ourselves of the overall patterns that we're tracking here. First of all, looking at the bigger picture, I'm tracking an A-B structure with a possible C wave to come. The question is the B wave already over or not? Now I can tell you that if the rally is a C wave, and you know, I don't necessarily prefer the yellow count, which allows for a more bullish interpretation. The white count is already bullish and already questionable as well. So I think what needs to come out of this is, and I want to make sure that it's clear in the beginning, this chart isn't clearly bullish. And you might say, but why is he showing a C wave up? Well, that's where you need to understand the Elliott Wave patterns. A C wave rally is always questionable, right? It's not like a third wave rally that is clearly bullish in an impulse. And then whenever you see a 3-wave rally like this one, it is highly questionable. So the main reason why I'm tracking here a C wave rally is because a 3-wave move can't be anything more bullish. Okay, so this is already the bullish scenario. And in a C wave, obviously, yeah, C wave is a 5-wave move. But a C wave can be a diagonal pattern, so wave 1 can be an ABC structure. Now, unfortunately, that's not clearly bullish. The decline with that overshooting B wave that we had in April this year is, however, also in 3 waves. So we have 3 waves up, 3 waves down. That's at best indecisive, represents indecision, because the market couldn't form a 5-wave move up. I mean, that's the problem. Again, there are ways to count this in a bullish way, but the other problem is the price is now challenging those 2023 lows, which is also not very bullish. And since the market bottomed there on the 5th of August, there hasn't really been any impulsive price action to the upside either. So while I am considering here a 1-2 setup, this is more like, okay, let's see if it's actually giving us a bit of an impulsive rally from the lows. Then we can track that with more confidence. Until then, this C wave rally is really highly speculative, okay? I mean, essentially it would be a 3rd wave in the C wave, and the 3rd wave should get to the area of 30 to 41 cents. But I think it would be wise to wait for a first 5-wave pattern to the upside on a smaller time frame to really give us a pattern on the micro level, yeah? So that is, I think, very important to understand. The price could technically go a little bit lower to keep this 1-2 setup alive, but it's already highly questionable. We're already attacking the 78.6 retrace of that wave 1 to the upside, which also isn't clearly bullish. And there hasn't really been a substantial buy reaction. So if we go down lower, the next key level to watch will be around 3.6 cents. That's the line in the sand for the white scenario. Whether it's likely or not, this scenario, there is a line in the sand. You can still trade it, but just make sure that you understand there will be invalidation below the red line, which is at 3.6 cents. That doesn't mean we have to go to 0 straight away, but it opens the door to a drop to the next support level at 2.2 cents, then possibly in a larger B wave or even wave 2. But as I said, the yellow count itself is less likely. It could even be a larger B wave, for example. Yeah? But again, whenever the price has a chance to rally and it just doesn't do it, it just indicates weakness. The problem is below 2.2 cents, there isn't any bullish scenario left really, because that would be a break below long-term support. So I think it's about understanding this chart is highly questionable. The rally from the 2022 low is only in 3 waves, and it's about watching for maybe a micro pattern on the smaller time frame that would give us some clarity that the bulls are motivated. Until then, the stick would just continue to range forever or even go down further. So it's waiting for a micro pattern. Once I see one, I will of course communicate it, but for now, there's just not any micro pattern that gives us anything promising. As you can see here, if we zoom in a little bit, you can see this is just a 3-wave rally as well from the August lows, pattern that many other altcoins are following as well at the moment. So the problem here is though that this context is quite messy. That's the update about HBAR. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye. Bye-bye.